Hi Virgo, how are you guys doing? Welcome to this space. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, and my channel is Wow Oracle. Well Virgo, what I'm here to do today is I'm here to do your energy reading for the week of June 7th through June 13th. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's not waste any time. So first and foremost, what we're going to do today, Virgo, is we're going to tap into Archangel Metatron's energy. So what I have here in front of me is the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle deck. I've been working with this for a couple weeks now. It just gives me a little bit of insight to what's kind of going on in and around your space to give you the message necessary for what's going on in your space. So let me go ahead and tap right into that and get your card for the week. All right. Archangel Metatron, what messages do you have for my Virgos? My Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, for the week of June 7th through June 13th. What needs to be brought to their attention? What message of love, truth, confidence, and healing do you have for my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, for the week of June 7th through June 13th? Okay, Virgo, so the card that's coming out for you this week is Ancestors, Appreciation, and Healing. Wow. Okay, so I do believe, Virgos, that you are the first sign to get this card in all the readings that I've done with these cards. So I feel you're on a new level, a new spiritual level, where there's a lot of growth happening here and a lot of foundations that are being changed. I feel like what it is here, Virgos, is that what you are doing is not only pleasing yourself, but it is pleasing the ancestors. It is also pleasing the people that will come ahead of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the people that would be born after you and the people that were born before you. It's almost like you're bringing about a lot of healing for a lot of different people, a lot of different ancestors and future people of your tribe. Do you know what I'm saying? It's almost like what you're doing now is creating such a change that it's going to be felt way before you and way ahead of you. Okay, Virgos? So what I'd like to do, Virgos, is I'd like to read what the book says about this card. Amanda Ellis did a great job at channeling Archangel Metatron's messages for each and every single one of them. So give me one moment to go ahead and pull that up so we can get some further insight into what this is talking about. Okay. Ancestors, Appreciation, and Healing. Our ancestors live on through us and within us. Now is the time to remember where you have come from and what you may have inherited via your DNA. Genetic memories, patterns, behaviors, always remembering that our ancestors did the best they could with what they knew at the time and the circumstances in which they lived their lives. Those on the other side of the veil often stand with us, waiting for forgiveness, acknowledgement, and freedom from the pain that they were not able to clear while alive. Freeing them frees us. Healing is not limited to any one time, place, and event. Its effects are far-reaching and cross many realms of existence. Archangel Metatron, who has been in existence since this earth was created, has seen everything that has happened to you and your family, including members you never met, going back generation after generation. Repetitive issues or circumstances seem to play out again and again in families. Poverty, alcoholism, infidelity, broken marriages, failed businesses. We have to heal the ancestors too. And with Metatron's help, you can do this by taking that healing back through the family line and then forward to future generations where DNA has been cleaned out and the memories of past challenges replaced by optimistic strands to be planted in new fertile lives. Think about what needs healing in your family line today and bring this to the light for clearing. The image on this card also asks us to acknowledge all the beauty of our ancestral line. You are the product of all of them, a survivor who has their strengths and talents and gifts. Maybe some of these were unexpressed in their lifetime, but you can do it for them now. And they will always encourage you on. Like the nurse in the 1920s who had no modern medicine to prevent many from dying, but her grandchild in the present is equipped to heal mind, body, and soul. Our great-grandparents who painted and were creative carried that to the young child who now displays enormous gifts, and everyone wonders where it came from. There is so much ability and help, unseen most of the time, from the past and from the future. Take a moment to look at this image and see yourself as part of something much bigger than you can ever imagine. These souls are part of your soul group, always there and present if called. Realize, too, that the ancient figure at the back of the long line may be the new child now cradled in the Father's arms. The flow of love between the generations is constantly rebirthing itself and remembering what it is to be human. you are able to call on your ancestors at this time to help you. They will cheer you on and cheer from afar. Wow, Virgos, what a beautiful message. So like I said, I feel like what you are doing right now, the gifts you have right now are the gifts that you have had from many past lifetimes and many past people in your ancestral line. So don't put off anything in your life that you feel like you're not sure why you have this gift, or you're not sure why you can move forward with something, because this gift has been given to you now so that you can use it. It could also be that you have a very spiritual child in your midst. Maybe it is your own child, or a niece, or a nephew, or even a cousin, or maybe it's a best friend's child. But this child has spiritual gifts that are meant to be awakened at this time to help heal us and help heal the world. I feel the same for you though, Virgo. I feel like you are also at that point in your life where you can bring a lot of healing to our earth plane. So be welcome and be open to the line of your ancestors to help you. Because I also feel that you have a direct connection with them, able to call on them, able to ask them for help. All you have to do is close your eyes and ask, and you shall receive. Okay, Virgos? So let's go ahead and move on. We're going to get into the energy part of your reading, so we'll use a tarot for that. We're going to look at the energies to help keep you grounded, the energies to help keep you open, the positive energies coming in for you this week, as well as the negative energies coming your way, how to best invite in the positive energies, and how the negative energies could affect you and things of that like. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So first and foremost, we're going to look at the energies to help keep you grounded this week, and the energies to help you be more open. So Spirit, what energies are going to help to keep my Virgos grounded this week? And what energies are going to help them to be more open? Okay, so we have the Three of Cups and the Hermit. Okay, alright, so see, yes, this goes right alongside with his ancestors. We do have the Three of Cups, and that is about celebration, and that is about celebration with loved ones and friends. And I feel what this is trying to say is that this week, not only are you celebrating with those that are on the earthly plane, but you are also celebrating with all your ancestors and the people from your ancestral line. The people that come from that same heritage that you come from. You are all having a celebration together because you are awakening to who you are, and you are understanding the connection that you have between all of you. The connection that you have with the people that were from before you, and the connection that you will have to the people that come ahead of you. And there's a lot of celebration to be had here because things are changing in your line. I feel like things are finally happening for you, Virgo. You are making a difference. You are making a difference. And that's such a beautiful thing because that's going to keep you so grounded because you're going to feel so rooted. You know what I'm saying? Not just rooted where you stand, but rooted in your line, your heritage line, your family line, your bloodline. So feel that conscious community celebration between you and those who are beyond the veil. Because everyone is smiling. Everyone is smiling at everything that you're accomplishing right now. Because look, we have a 3 here, and then we have a 3 again. And 3 is about growth. And group growth. So I feel like you really are healing the past, and you are healing the present, and you are also making a new way for the future. Now, as far as the energies to help you be more open, we do have the Hermit card. So ask yourself, Virgo, what questions should I be asking my ancestral line? What things should I be inquiring about? Because I feel like once you do this, you will be able to start a whole new stream of soul searching that you did not know before. You're no longer going to feel like you are alone, but you're going to feel like you are really connected to everyone that has come before you and everyone that will be ahead of you. I feel like once you decide to go within, and get on that journey of introspection, you're going to be getting inner guidance, not only from your higher powers, but also from your ancestors, giving you a little bit of insight and a little bit of knowledge on how you can be more open in this lifetime, more open to the spiritual energy that is going to be so beneficial for you on so many levels. It could also be that you have gifts and talents that are lying dormant, and they're going to help you to unlock those gifts because they might themselves have had those gifts in a previous life. And now they want you to use those gifts. And even though they may lie dormant, they want to help you to wake them up. Because I just get this picture in my head of one of your ancestors kind of tapping you on the shoulder and then whispering in your ear and telling you, well, you can do this. And then boom, suddenly your life is catapulted on a whole new path. A whole new path to love and light. So this week, do some internal soul searching so you can keep yourself open to all those beautiful energies, okay? So let's go ahead and move forward. We're going to go ahead and now look to the positive energies coming in for you this week, as well as what negative energies may be coming your way. Because, you know, we live in a world of polarity. So we have to look at both sides of the spectrum to see how to best make our way through our weeks, giving all the energies coming our way. So Spirit, what positive energies are coming in for my Virgos this week? And what negative energies are coming their way? All right, so we do have the Five of Cups, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So yes, you know, we do have this Five of Cups when it comes to the positive energy, but there is something I want you to know, Virgos. I want you to know that if you feel like you have failed in your life, if you feel like you haven't honored your heritage, or you haven't brought light to the adversities or the diversities that were happening in your life and the lives before you, there's no need to allow that to hurt you now, because not all is lost. Even though you may have been stuck in depression, even though you may have been stuck in sadness because you felt like there was something you could not heal. You felt like there was some sort of past wound or heritage wound that you couldn't fix or you couldn't change. This is about you knowing that not all is lost. That there is still some hope here. There is still a lot of hope for growth and renewal and regeneration of yourself and your family line. Because like I told you, I feel like you really are healing things here. So even if you feel like you aren't doing a good enough job, Virgo, this is not for you to feel. Because even if you make one small step each day, you are making one small step in the right direction, and that is in the direction towards healing. Healing not only yourself, but healing the DNA line of you and your heritage. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about you being accepting of what's happened in the past and being able to move on towards your future. Forgiving yourself for what has happened. So I feel like that is what's coming in strong for you this week, is you're going to be able to finally forgive yourself, it also could be here, I'm hearing this right now, that maybe for some of you Virgos, it's time for you to forgive your parents. It's time for you to forgive your parents for what they may have done, because they did do their best. They may have not done it the right way. They may not have been the very best they could be, but they did their best with what they had. And it's time for you to forgive them so that you can move on, so that you can move forward. So forgive this week so that you can be accepting of what's happened and be able to move on towards a new, brighter future where you are healing your path. No longer requiring those around you to heal you, but you healing yourself. Now, as far as the negative energies coming for you this week, we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So it could be that for a long time you've been investing on something. It could be a relationship with possibly a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And I feel this unfortunate feeling here that maybe you were giving into the wrong type of relationship. Maybe because you felt like this relationship was home to you. Maybe you felt like this situation kept you held and you were safe and you invested a lot of your time. But I feel here, what I feel here is that you were lacking the long-term vision needed for this to happen, for this to be successful. And unfortunately, because there was not that clarity in mind, it's not quite working out like you'd like. So maybe it's time for you to walk away, or maybe it is time for you to shed this relationship. It could also be that you need to reinvest more of your time, because maybe what you're trying to invest in, you haven't given enough to. Now, these are two separate messages. I do understand that. One has to do with the possibility of over-investing, and it's not the right thing for you. But this other message I'm getting is that maybe you need to reinvest more and really persevere, because I feel what's happening here is you're not feeling like you're having a whole lot of success in life right now. You're feeling like you're not having a lot happen for you. But that could just be with what's going on in the world right now. You know, everything's a little uncertain. You know, things are happening slowly. The pace is kind of growing, but it's still moving slowly at this time. So maybe you just need to have a little more patience. A little more patience, even though you feel like there's not a whole lot of success right now. It could be coming. It could be coming. We'll have to look further into the cards in a moment here to kind of see what's happening. But I feel like you are coming from this place this week of a feeling of a lack of success in something. Maybe a relationship, a job, or just some area of your life. Okay? So let's go ahead and move on. And we're going to look at how to best invite the positive energies in. And how the negative energies could affect you. Alright, Spirit. So, how can my Virgos best invite in the positive energies? And how might the negative energies affect them? Okay, so we do have the Tower card. And we have the Two of Cups. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, I just want to let you know something that right now as I was shuffling, the Ace of Cups did fall out, and that is about love and compassion and creativity. Maybe it is that this week you need to have a little bit more love for yourself, love for what you're doing, love for what you've done. Not being too hard on yourself, but giving yourself compassion where compassion is due. Okay? But let's go ahead and move on to these cards here. So, as far as how to best invite the positive energies in, we do have the Tower card. And yes, I know, most of the time when people see the Tower card, they're like, oh my gosh, that's a disaster. What's going to happen in my life? That's not what I see here. So take a breath, Virgo. I feel you getting a little bit worked up about this. Take a breath. Relax for a moment. What this has to do with, Virgos, is this has to do with you allowing the hurt of the past to break away, to fall away. It's about you having that internal revelation. Once you do this soul searching, it's about you breaking into the fact that you are changing things. You are making things new, and you are blazing a new path that is, like I said, not only healing yourself, but healing your ancestors, and also going to be bringing about healing for the people that are going to come ahead of you. For your family line, 10, 20, 30 years from now. They're going to still be reaping the rewards from what you've changed. So this week, it's time for you to allow things to fall away. It could be that this relationship that's been holding you back needs to fall away. But it could also be that you just need to forgive. Forgive the people in your life you know that you're not going to get an apology from. Because sometimes that happens in life. And that's what holds us back. Because we don't realize that we can forgive the situation ourselves. We don't have to require an apology from someone else. Even though, yes, it does feel good. I won't lie, I understand. It does feel good. It feels good to get an apology from somebody. But sometimes in life we have to know that we don't always get that apology that we want, even though we feel we need it. But we can give that apology to ourselves, and we can forgive the situation so that we can move forward, so that you can move forward. Because this to me is about, the Tower is about fearing the change, but I see what's happening here is that you need to go head on to that change. As long as when fear comes your way, if you speak to it with love, you will break it down. You will break its walls down, and you will be able to move forward. Having that revelation inside yourself to change what is not working for you. And that's what this is. It's like if you've put walls up because of pain of the past, it is time for you to take the shovel and break that wall down. Grab that sledgehammer and break that wall down so that you can forgive, accept, and move on. Now, as far as how the negative energies could affect you this week, we do have this Two of Cups. So like I said, for some of you, this does have to do with a relationship, okay? Maybe you have invested too much time in a certain relationship, and what's going to happen here is that there's going to be an imbalance in the relationship because I feel like this person is not giving enough to you. This person is not, giving enough attention, spending enough time. They're not really watering the garden in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that in a sexual way. Please don't understand that in a sexual way. I mean that in they're not giving the time necessary that you require as a person. And I feel because you are over-investing and they are under-investing. Almost like they are not giving everything they need to give for this relationship to work. It could also be, though, too, that because of the past relationships, what you've had to look at. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, let me see. How do I say this? So think about a relationship maybe with your parents or your grandparents or some loved ones or some friends, and think of how that relationship kind of made you kind of put an impact into how you are in your relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, say your grandma and your grandpa fought a lot, and you saw that, and that became like a new normal for you. Maybe your mom and your dad didn't see eye to eye all the time, but you thought that that was a healthy way because they made it work for so long. And maybe they're still making it work, maybe they're not. But what I see here is that those old patterns have had an impact on the way that you are in your relationships. Maybe it is that your mom, it could be, I'm getting like, maybe your mom overinvested in her partners, and they just kind of hurt her, and there was a lot of imbalance. So because you saw this, you thought that that's how you had to be. You thought that that's how you had to act so that you could keep someone in your life. But see, we have to understand that not everything works for everybody. And obviously, if there was pain there, it wasn't working for your mom or your ancestor or whatever it was either. So it's time for you to change things up, because I see if you don't, you're going to continue to hurt yourself when it comes to the relationships you have in your life, because you're over-investing. You're over-investing, and it's creating this imbalance. And it could be that you end up burning out and getting tired. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and move on. So we're going to look at the benefit of the positive energies coming in for you this week, as well as how to best overcome the negative challenges. So Spirit, how can my Virgos benefit from the positive energies, and how can they best overcome the negative challenges? Alright, Virgo, so we have the Eight of Wands. Yes. And the Page of Cups. Okay, so perfect, Virgos. What was I talking about? What was I talking about with this Tower card? I was talking about things changing, sudden change, revelations, and look what we have here. Now we have the Eight of Cups. So I feel like this week you're going to be healing. You're going to be healing. You're going to be moving on and accepting the things of the past, accepting what's happened around you and healing that. And what that's going to do is that's going to cause that movement and that action in your life, really being able to stand up for yourself and stand up for what you want, knowing that not only are you healing yourself, but you are healing the past pains and past wounds of your DNA line, of your heritage. And then you're creating a new way for the future, for the people who are around you and who will be born to this earth from you. And from you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like as your children, your children's children, your children's children, and so on and so forth. Creating that action and creating that change and making the decision to make that change now. Because the Eight of Wands is about quick action and quick movement. Quick movement. You know what I'm saying? Like creating that action now. And I see that's what you're going to be doing this week, because you're going to realize that you have the choice. You can make the choice. So ask yourself, Virgo, this week, what is it you would like to change? How is it you would like to move forward? Because you no longer have to do what the people that came before you did. You have a choice to do what it is you want to do. So ask yourself, what can you change? And what can you change now to make things better for yourself? Because I see if you can ask those questions, you're going to receive the answer that you want, and then you're going to know how to move forward, and you're going to create that change. And that's going to be what the benefit is of the week for you. Okay? So now we're going to look at how to best overcome the negative challenges. And with that, we do have the Page of Cups. So it could be that you are connecting with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Maybe this person is kind of helping you to understand what it is you need to change, helping you understand, the past pain, and knowing that you don't have to hold on to that pain. Knowing that you can move forward, releasing the pain, accepting and forgiving so that you can make a change in your life. But I do also feel what it is that there's going to be a lot of creative beginnings for you. So maybe it is that you need to change up the way a relationship is going. Or maybe change up the way you thought about things. And once you do that, you're going to be able to have these new beginnings in your life, knowing how to move forward. This is also about receiving messages from your higher self. So maybe when you go in internally and start that introspection, you're going to understand how to move forward. Yourself is going to be kind of telling you. Your higher power is going to be telling you. Your ancestors are going to be telling you, look, we went through this. We did this, but you don't have to. Don't feel like you have to fix the pain of our lives in your life. You are on this earth right now because this is your time to decide how your life is going to go. You see what I'm saying? So release that. Release the feelings that you have to fix things. Because as long as you are healing and fixing yourself, you're fixing things for others. You just don't really realize it. Things are happening below the surface. Things are happening beyond the veil. And your ancestors, I can see, are very appreciative, very thankful for what is going on. Very, very thankful. It could also be that for some of you, you're going to be having a baby soon. Or you're going to be getting pregnant soon if you're a woman. And if you're a man, maybe it is you're going to have that beautiful union with another person. Because I am getting this vision now of you bringing a very spiritual child into the world. So for those of you out there that are either pregnant or planning on getting pregnant, know that you have what's inside of you to bring about healing for the world and for the future. So do it your way. Don't do it the way that you've been asked to do it by your ancestors, but do it your way so that you can heal how your ancestors did it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. We're going to pull one more card out to see what the overall impact for your week is. So Spirit, what is the overall impact from the energies positive and negative for my Virgos? My Virgos, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 7th through June 13th. Oh, look at that. So we have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful energy, Virgo. This is healing. This is harmony. This is bringing about that beautiful energy back into life. Healing yourself and healing your ancestors. Creating that harmony here on earth, in heaven, beyond the veil, wherever. It's about you making those necessary changes to have that happy life. No longer being stuck with how your family did it, but how you want to do it. It's about being perfectly in alignment with who you are, where you're at, and where you want to be. It could also be that for some of you, you are getting married because this is a marriage card, okay? So congratulations to those of you Virgos out there who are getting married. Wow. Wow, Virgos. I don't have much really to say about this card because it kind of explains itself. It goes right along with this whole reading. It's very synchronistic. You know, and the 10 of Cups also has to do with synchronicities as well. Seeing the signs, seeing the signs. It could be also that this week, Virgos, when you see a rainbow, know that that is your ancestors smiling on you, looking down on you and saying, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being you. And thank you so much for healing and for accepting and for moving on. Because not only are you moving on for you, but you are moving on for us and you're healing us as well. So that when we reincarnate, we don't have to hold on to that pain of the past anymore. But that you've healed it for us so that when we come back to this earth, we are happy and in harmony and back in alignment with who we are as well. It could also be, like I said, maybe for some of you who have come from a broken home, or some of you who have come from that sense of feeling when it comes to relationships, you are making the change now so that doesn't happen to you. Accepting what doesn't have to be and moving towards your best life. Okay, Virgos? So now what I want to do for you, Virgos, is I want to use the Divine Directions to pull 3 more cards from Spirit as guidance cards for your week. So give me one moment. All right, Spirit. What messages of guidance do you have for my Virgos? My Virgos, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. For the week of June 7th through June 13th. What messages of love, guidance, and healing do you have for my Virgos for June 7th through June 13th? All right, Virgos. So the first card to come out for you for this week is Guides. Look at that. Your spirit guides are there to help you. Communicate with your spirit guides today. This is all has to go right back to this hermit, this internal soul searching, this introspection, this inner guidance. I feel that you are really connecting with your guides this week. And it could be that your guides are ancestors. It could be that when one of your ancestors passed on, be it a grandparent or a great-grandparent, they didn't just go back into the realm of spirit to be reincarnated, but when they went back, they decided, I want to be a guide. I want to be a guide for this person in my ancestral line. I want to be a guide for them because I can help them to move forward. So this week, I feel like you really are connecting with those guides. Those internal guides, those heavenly guides that are helping you to move forward in life, knowing exactly who you are, where you are, and what you're meant to do. Okay? Now your second card to come out is Proud. Oh, look at that. It says, be proud of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. So I feel what's happening here is your guides, your ancestors, and your family line is so proud of you. So proud of you, Virgo. So proud of the work you've done. So proud of what you've been through and how you've overcome and how you've risen above. How you've really taken the bad and turned it into good. Because you know that you don't have to hold on to any pain. And your guides and your ancestors are so proud of you for this. Now your third card to come out is Signs. Look at that. Your past loved ones are never far from you. Notice the signs they send you. So yes, like I said, for when you see rainbows, when you see things in your life, know that these are your guides speaking to you. These are your ancestors speaking to you. Your past loved ones are saying, we are so proud of you and we love you so much. You are on the right track and you're doing what you need to do. So do not feel like you are not making worthy of yourself for us, because we are so happy and so proud of you. And we are always with you, watching over you. So excited to see how your love is going. How your life is going and how it's unfolding. Wow, Virgos, what a beautiful message. Well, those are your energy messages this week. I hope they resonated with you. I hope you were able to get something from this. I hope this can bring about some healing for you and it can show you what's going on in your life. Please comment below, let me know how. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name is Gennaro, like I said before, aka BhodiBoy G, and this channel is Wow Oracle, so please click like, subscribe, and share this video with anybody you feel needs to hear it. Anybody you feel who is on this path of healing, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to bring about healing for people who are on a path to bringing that love and that life and that health and that wealth and that prosperity back to themselves. So I just want to say thank you so much, Virgo. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being open to the messages from Spirit. I'm so thankful. This is such a loving and joyful experience. You have no idea, Virgo, how much this impacts my life as well. Well, I hope you guys have a great week. And I'll see you guys next week. Much love from me to you. Namaste.